Brothers, greetings in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. I'm your host, Charles Mwinga, and I'm joined here by Brother Edwin Mwinga. Brother Edwin Mwinga claims that he is a prophet, but people out there, they do not want to believe him. So here he is with me to share with us why he believes he's a prophet, and what type of visions, what kind of stuff that he has seen, that he will share with us so that we can also judge for ourselves if he is a prophet or something like that.
A week after I saw the vision, now something again. I was sleeping in my house, in my hut. As I was sleeping there, then I heard someone touch me. He pecked me on my shoulder. Then he gave me something, but he was standing behind me. I never saw the person.
The person.
Then he gave me a small thing, a hut, a small house, something in the form of a small house. So he handed it over to me. He said, "You see what is it?" I said, "It's a small hut." Okay, you see it's a small hut. He said, "Do you know, actually in biblical times, that prophets, they were not people with good houses. No, you could find they could live in dungeons. You could find in caves. You could find them there. Sometimes in a house, but not proper accommodation." You get that point? You could begin to understand even it's written there. Like we have Elijah. There was a time whereby he prayed to God to close rain for 3.5 years.
Yes.
Where did he go? Was he sleeping in a proper mansion? He was told to go and live in a cave outside.
Because he was threatened. His life was threatened by the...
You are right.
By Jezebel.
Yes, you are right.
If I'm getting the story correct.
Yeah,
God
you are correct.
Okay,
yeah.
Leave the place, go there for the sake of peace. You know, go there and stay there for a while. But we know that at the end of the day, he stayed for a while there at the cave.
Yes.
And later he was accommodated by the woman where he made their miracles of oil, and they also healed the boy.
Which is very right.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So he ended up in the house.
Yes.
Do you understand? And most of the stories that we are hearing about prophecy, it also has that apartment, that part of it.
Yeah.
But we note that most of these prophets, such as Elijah, we are talking about Elijah already, Isaiah and things like that. They don't talk about much of the properties and the things like that.
That's
Daniel, we know Daniel was living in a palace and all those kind of stuff. So, okay, so what happened now when he told you things like that?
Yeah, then he handed me that small hut.
Yeah.
Then I studied it carefully. Then he said, "What is it?" I said, "It's a small hut." Okay, he said, "Did you see that? Prophets." Then he said, "Sure?" He said to me, okay, this language I'm trying to use here, being a Caribbean, is something natural. Okay, he said, "What do you see there?" I said, "I see a small hut." Then he said, "You see, prophets, even in biblical times, they never had proper accommodation.
They never, because maybe maybe let's borrow the statement of Jesus. The foxes have a place to hide them, but the Son of Man have. Is that what you are trying to tell us?
Very accurate. That is what the message. That's what I was told. So prophets, they don't have proper accommodation. So after he told me, he said that since you
wait. Is it really that they don't have proper accommodation, or because of their mission that does not allow them to be on one place, they tend to something like, I think that's what Jesus was talking about. It's not all about not having the proper place. I'm not sure Joseph and Mary, they didn't have a proper place. They must have a proper place, but Jesus spoke it in the light that you will not find him on one place, because he's on a mission. So he will be there. So when you are when you are a sojourner, you will not be expected to sleep in hotels and things like that, because you never know who will accommodate you.
Yes.
You can go to 5 rand here. You never know who will accommodate you.
Very true.
Do you understand? Maybe that's the thing, but let's just continue with the story. Yes.
That is what
prophets, they don't have proper houses.
The moment I said, I can tell this is a small hut, isn't it? He said, this is how prophet lived. They lived in houses like that. They sometimes lived in caves. They sometimes slept in the bush. Now, instantly, I turned around to see who was talking to me. But what I saw is the person was already gone.
Okay.
And I woke up in a vision. From that dream, I woke up. Then I started to begin to wonder what was actually happening. What is the message all about? What does this message mean? You see? Now, next day, when I woke up early in the morning, I was very surprised. Very surprised. So when I woke up, coming out of my small room, a small hut.
Yeah.
I know you are familiar to my house.
Yeah.
You see, before I built the house which I have now, I used to sleep in this
the
small,
tent.
useless.
The tent.
Yeah.
And
this.
stable.
Yeah, that's stable. Some kind of form.
stable.
That is what the house I was sleeping.
Yeah.
So now when I woke up and when I saw in the vision, when I said it's a small hut, it was exactly in the form of my katevole.
Okay.
But I didn't consider that.
Yeah.
Now, when I woke up in the morning, when I went out of my katevole there, which is my small hut,
and you are looking
and
at
looked carefully,
at
then
the katevole.
already, then I realized, oh, something here.
Yeah.
Something is wrong here.
Yeah.
So it depicted the small hut I saw. It was just completely the same as my house.
The same, yeah.
Very shaggy, useless, no proper format.
Yeah.
You see. Then I said, no. What now? Now I started to behold. What was the meaning? You see.
Yeah.
Already you can see. This is how. You see, the message was they are the kinds of houses in which prophets used to sleep. You get that point?
Okay.
Visions are confusing. We have visions that we know. We have and heard about Daniel dreaming about a vision. He saw beasts or animals of strong power. But when he find the interpretation, it was too different from what he saw and what was the meaning. You get that point?
Yeah.
But in this category now, when I beheld, I realized, God was telling me, because the question was, most of the question when I saw these angelic beings visiting me, the question was, who am I? So that even heaven could be interested in sending heavenly angelic beings to come and visit me.
Okay, now let's read something from Prophet Isaiah, and then we'll come back to your story.
Yes.
We want to see also how Isaiah was called.
Yes.
What did he say in the vision? Here we are reading from Isaiah chapter 6.
Yes.
I'm reading from verse 1. And he says that in the year that King Uzziah died, I saw the Lord. He was sitting on his throne, high and exalted, and his robe filled with the whole temple. Around him, flaming creatures were standing, and each had 6 wings. Each creature covered its face with 2 wings, and its body with 2, and used the other 2 for flying. They were calling out to each other, Holy, holy, holy. The Lord Almighty is holy. This is his glory fills the world. The sound of their voice made the foundation of the temple to shake. This is a dream that this guy is looking at. This is very scary if you see things like this.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, you'll be sick the next day.
I
said there is no hope for me.
He
was scared. You understand? So you are telling me, like now, that whenever you see this creature, you are always like, how this creature visiting me? I'm just a human. You understand?
That is
exactly. So he's asking himself, there is no hope for me. I am doomed because every word that passes my lip is sinful. Him being a sinner standing before God is like, guys, what's going on here?
What is
you understand?
Going on here?
Yes, I live among people whose every word is sinful. And yet with my own eyes I have seen the King and the Lord Almighty. You can see what is running in his mind. And God, it did not say anything.
Yes,
he just quite. But this guy, although he's in a dream, he can see his human nature.
Now you see how sinful he is. That's when he started to begin to understand, to see how sinful he is.
And then it says that, then one of the creature flew down to me, carrying a bright charcoal that he had taken from the altar with a pair of tongues. The tongue.
Metal, something that
that you pin something in there. Something like that. He touched my lip with the burning coal and said, this has touched your lips. And now your guilt is gone. And your sin are forgiven.
Very understood.
Exactly. Then I heard the Lord say, now at the point where it's forgiven, then I heard the voice say,
it's true.
You understand? Then I heard the voice, the Lord says, whom shall I send? Who shall be our messenger? I answered, I will go, send me, Lord. So he told me to go and give the people this message. No matter how much you listen, you will not understand. No matter how much you look, you will not see. You will hear they say no matter how much you look, you will not know what is happening. This is good news. I think the other version says you will not see and whatsoever. You will not understand. Then he said to me, make the mind of these people dull. Their ear deaf and their eyes blind, so that they cannot see nor hear It's giving the message now.
Yes.
Understand? If they did, they might turn to me and be healed.
Yeah.
I asked, how long will it be like this, Lord?
It's true.
He answered, until the city are ruined and empty, until the houses are inhabited, until the land itself. So here we are just looking at the, that's what the first time that Isaiah has an encounter with God in a dream.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
And the subtitle there we are told Isaiah is now called to be a prophet. But in that message, in that encounter, he is also given a message. Talk to these people.
Yes.
You spoke that, you saw a valley where there were multitudes see and the microphone from heaven. Yeah. And it's like, warn these people.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Do you understand?
Yeah, a microphone was delivered on where I was standing. Then through the microphone, a word was spoken to me that, please warn these people.
Yes. So, but now, when we check here in Isaiah, we can see that there was a specific message that was supposed to be, as referred as a warning.
Yes.
That was supposed to carry to the people.
Yes.
Was there something of that nature in your vision where God, because he said warn these people.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Yes. What is a warning? That's the next thing.
It's true.
Do you understand? Did the person speak to you to say, this is a message and this is a warning I'm talking about?
You are right.
Or it just ended like that, where we told us warn these people, and then it ended like that.
When I was after that vision of warning these people, as I said in the background, that I misunderstood this.
Yeah.
Then it took me years to begin to start understanding, because God again came to me back again with another vision.
Yeah.
Now, there I had a wake-up call. I realized it was God who was speaking to me.
Okay.
Because I had encountered a lot of dreams.
Yeah.
But sometimes I could see maybe have this dream this year. 2-3 years later, then the dream becomes a real one. The reality of the dream now becomes visible.
Yeah.
Then I started to begin to understand now, who is the author of these visions which I used to see?
Yeah.
Because the main confusion here is, whenever you see or you are in encounter with visions, today this world we live, it's undeterminable. You cannot be able to comprehend or determine or detect what is happening. Even the devil can come to you in a form of a vision. Tomorrow you wake up, you start preaching the gospel to people thinking God has spoken to me, only to find yourself critically disappointed. So that's why it also took me years, from 2008, when I begin this. You see, I never followed much in this until again when God came back to me in another vision. Now, to declare to me that I was a prophet. That was 2020. You see, now that's when I started to be very interested. So I started to compare how other prophets were called within. You said about what you were reading there.
Yeah.
What did Isaiah see first? God did not come to who? That the prophet and say, no, I'm here now as God. I'm giving you a mission. I'm calling you for this. He shows him a vision of angelic activities. You get that point? He sees these heavenly creatures, isn't it?
Yeah.
He sees the 6-winged creatures, whatever he saw, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then he starts to complain. He says, what is this all about?
Yeah.
A human being, a sinful human being like me.
Yeah.
What do I have to do with this encounter here? Do you see what is happening? Now, he starts to complain. He speaks to himself and says, everybody around me, even including me, my words are always sinful. So what do we have to do? What does this have to do with God, and the sinful human being?
Yeah.
But now God understands our human nature, and God intervenes. He commands one of those creatures there and says, please take coal from the among you, and then use that coal to touch his lips. Then declare to him that I have made you holy before me. Because I have a message that you have to deliver. I have chosen you and called you. Yeah. You see?
My dear viewers, I believe that you are really following the story since from where we started, and by now you know what we are talking about. And you can comment, you can share your views, what you think about what we are discussing here. And yes, then we'll take it also from there. Yes. These are spiritual stuff. Especially if you yourself, you are not involved directly, you might not understand. When you hear them from the other people, you'll be like, okay. You will not understand. Only that specific person to whom the Lord is speaking to. That's the only person who can
who can
understand, who can do you understand, and the rest
Yeah.
you can take it from there. You know,
Yeah.
just like any other prophets who were called from
It's
there.
true, yeah,
You
it's
understand?
true,
And
yeah.
the prophet came there, and everyone was like, you know, I remember, you remember the story of Moses.
Yeah.
Those guys like Korah and what they were
Oh.
like, why God is just talking to
Why
this guy?
just talking to
Do
you?
you understand? Because they were every time Moses will come and tell them the God have told me.
Yeah.
It was like, what is
Why?
going on?
Why?
Only this guy
Only
alone?
God and
Do you
Moses.
understand?
Why,
So we,
why
yeah,
only
yeah,
with
exactly.
why,
That's the
why
point.
only with God?
Yeah, that's the point. Exactly. That's the
Why
point.
not us also?
Yeah. That's the
Yeah.
point. Yeah. So we can take it from there. We have the Bible here, you know, and the Bible also defines, you know, the signs of a true prophet.
Yeah.
So it's up to us to take, you know, the Bible and look we prayerfully. You
Yeah.
understand? It's not just about trying to prove a point.
Yeah.
It's about looking into something prayerfully.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes. Then you will be able really to know that this is truth, or
Yeah.
this is just something else somewhere
So
there. Yes.
that's where I want to say something also.
Yes.
Yeah. In this story, let us cover this story or make it clear a bit by something that is by the word of God itself, by nature. Today, people are very confused. When you say you are a prophet,
Yes.
it's like everybody's going to say, what? Did we hear him clearly?
Yes.
Now, you can see ignorance in us Christians today.